This past year, I have not only grown physically, but mentally as well. I'm a sophomore at New Smyrna Beach High, and never in my life thought twice about competing in a sport till this year. Knowing that college is like seeing a well-rounded student, I decided to better myself and joined my school's track and field team. At first, I didn't know anyone, but soon I created a bond with my teammates that I've never experienced before. This year, I excelled mostly in long jump, 100-meter hurdles, and 300-meter hurdles. Through the season, there was practice every day, Monday through Friday after school from 3 o'clock to 4:30. Practice was different for everyone, but especially different from boys and girls. I can recall a brutally hot day where Coach made all of us run 6 200-meter sprints. Coach made every girl run, even if they threw up. The same treatment did not apply to the boys, and they got off easy. The year is 1928. After years of only men competing in the Olympic Games, women get their debut. Out of the 2,883 athletes, 2,606 were men, and only a measly 277 were women. Women's athletics and gymnastics debuted at these Olympics, in spite of all of the criticism.
Amid great controversy, it was decided to allow women to compete in track and field for the first time. Fears were expressed that athletic competition could physically damage the weaker sex. The only track events they were allowed to compete in were the 100 meters, the 4x100-meter relay, and the 800 meters. The star of the games was 16-year-old American student Betty Robinson. She won the 100 meters in a world record time and then took silver in the 4x100-meter relay. 3 years later, Betty Robinson was involved in a plane crash that left her badly injured. Against the odds, she appeared at the 1936 Berlin Games. Because she could no longer bend her leg fully at the knee, she couldn't crouch for sprint stunts. She could run relays, though, and won a gold medal as the third string in the U.S. women's 100 meters relay team.
After some searching, I found an amazing article that talks about the struggle of equality among female athletes in track and field. In this article, it states, "This imbalance cannot be explained away by the misconception that girls are simply less interested in sports. The participation difference exists because men are still being afforded significantly greater opportunities." Which brings me back to the day I was speaking about earlier. Coach made sure all the boys weren't hurting, tired, or sick, but for the girls, he said, "You're fine, stand up, walk it off, and finish the workout." It had me wondering why the boys got the special treatment. This year I have learned just because you don't get first doesn't mean it's not an accomplishment. One of my favorite quotes by Apollo Ono is, "It is not up to me whether I win or lose. Ultimately, this might not be my day." And it is that philosophy towards sports, something that I really truly live by. I am emotional. I want to win. I am hungry. I am a competitor. I have that fire. But deep down, I truly enjoy the art of competing so much more than the result. Women's first and foremost accomplishment in track and field was, of course, being able to compete in the Olympics after men having complete control over the sport for years. This project was not to divide men and women in track, but to show the inequality in the sport. It is also to show how devoted and hard women in track work to be seen as equally talented. Women everywhere now have the chance to compete, and that is what truly matters. But a medal would be nice to have a tangent remembrance of all your hard work. My first track and field season went well, from barely knowing how to run to districts for all 3 of my events. I believe that the effort to improve means so much more. Men in track and field might have better times, higher jumps, and further throws, but women who put their heart and soul in just the thought of competing are the real winners.